And we are back again with a brand new episode of Another 24. I am your aggressively handsome host, Taurus Montez, and today I have a very special guest in the building. Now, this guest has already lived a few different lives to be so young. She is, well, she used to be a music producer, but now she is the owner of the Gallery Del Rey luxury premium fragrance brand. I have the one, the only, Paula Pastel Fears. How you doing?
Thank you very much. I am doing very well, and that was such an amazing introduction. Thank you very much.
I practiced it for a long time.
I noticed, you know, we jumped on here and you were ready.
Yeah. So I got to ask you, first and foremost, how's the weather treating you? I know it's cold out there.
Okay. You don't know where I'm from, right? Okay, yes. I am from D.C., DMV. We get way colder weather than this, so yes. But I'm liking it. It's cool. It's, you know, I needed to stay right around this temperature. I do not need it to get too much colder. We're good.
Reminds you of home, huh? A little bit.
A little bit. It gets really cold in D.C. though, so yeah.
So I think that's a good segue into your origin story. So what was it like coming up in D.C., Chocolate City?
Yes, Chocolate City, home, but also the DMV area because I can't leave out. So my dad's side of the family is from D.C. and my mom's side of the family is from Annapolis, Maryland. So I kind of grew up half in D.C. I want to shout out Northeast, holla at me, off of Bennett Road. What y'all know about that? But anyway, yeah, I grew up there, and then my parents got a divorce, so then we moved in with my grandparents, which really played a significant role in my life, and we're going to get to that. But yeah, I moved to Annapolis, Maryland, and I kind of did half there. So I have the DMV is in my blood.
Gotcha. I was born in Norfolk, Virginia.
Okay.
Yeah, I moved here when I was like 4 years old, so this is my home. But I used to go to Norfolk all the time. You know, Christmas, summers, Thanksgiving, all the time. Spring break.
My people. You want to be of the DMV.
About 3 hours away, 3.5 hours away.
Yeah, okay, that's what's up.
But okay. Yeah. So you were half DC, half Maryland, and you have a interesting skill.
I do. I have an interesting story. I have an interesting testimony. And I'm going to try my best to wrap that all together. So like I was saying before, where it was going to be an integral part of my growth, moving in with my grandparents.
Right.
So that's where I was introduced into music heavy. I always loved music, and even as a little child, but my grandmother was a pianist. And church pianist. Of course, you know, we all start off in church, right? So she's an organist, a pianist. We had a piano in my home. My grandfather was a pastor. Both of them have passed on, but they played such an integral part in my life as a musician. My grandmother taught me how to play the piano. Everybody in my family is a musician, okay? So my aunts play, my uncles play, we sing. And it really cultivated me because I just zeroed in on that, and God gifted me with such a talent of voice and of songwriting and of putting stuff together, putting music together. So throughout my childhood, I did the talent show thing. I did... I sang at the basketball games. I used to play basketball too, so you know I'm tall. You can tell by the torso level. I got a hooper in the building, well, ex-hooper, right? Because my knees getting a little off my knees. But yeah, so with that, I sang at the games. I sang everywhere, right? So focusing on that really took over, and I knew that that's what I wanted to be and what I wanted to do. So I started actually taking out. I want to tell my age, y'all, but I know most of y'all don't know about cassettes. But I took my cassettes and I would do a beat here with my mouth and then play a piano on another cassette and then put it all together. So I was essentially producing, but I just didn't know that's what I was doing. I was just trying to come up with songs. So I did that throughout high school, even college. I went into music, and everybody played instruments. I played the trumpet. So just very musically inclined. Right. So with that being said, around, I want to say preteen, I heard a voice. Okay. Now, like I said, I was in church, and it was a voice from God, like the Holy Spirit, I should say. And it said to me, you should go into ministry. Now, I'm like 13 or 14, and I felt this overcome me, and I was like, oh no, I'm trying to be 702. I'm trying to be Brandy and Monica, and, you know. So I ignored the voice of the Lord, and it's so crazy because then I was just like, nah, I was just, you know. But now I look back on it, and the way my life played out is just so crazy.
Makes sense now,
It makes sense, and it's crazy.
So back then, because DC, well, what are your musical influence? Because DC's known for go-go.
Oh, yeah.
Even back, you know, these, you know, it's, y'all don't know nothing about that. You got to go there to experience it.
Yeah.
But what was the type of music that you were, I guess it sounds like R&B.
R&B, gospel, but okay, so Brandy, that was my girl.
Brandy,
vocally, you know, and now they're doing the whole tour, and it's just amazing to be able to see her still doing it right now. But I loved her. I loved Sade. I grew up on some real old school, even jazz, like Tuck and Patty. I know a lot of people don't know who that is, but just the whole, yes, R&B, blues, jazz. Yeah.
And so your training was, of course, you were born into it.
Yeah.
But did you also have like formal training? You took lessons and all of these things?
Well, by ear for the piano.
Oh, wow.
But classically trained on the trumpet.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and I played that all the way up through college.
By ear is tough.
Yeah.
Like, people don't understand what that means.
Yeah.
You know, I have a music background too.
Yeah.
So I know how hard it is to, you know, to get the whole music thing down packed, especially if you're not born into it, but luckily you were.
Yeah.
But learning to do something by ear, to play by ear, that's talent. That doesn't happen that often.
No, but you know, in my family,
In your family, yeah.
in my family, you up on the piano at 2 years old. So, yeah. So, with that being said, if we fast forward a little bit, so like I said, all throughout high school and also into college, it came the time where I was just like, I want to go full throttle with this music thing. I know this is what God made me to do, even though I ignored him. But I know this is what I want to do, and I know I'm good at it. And so I made the move, and I bet you can't guess what move I made.
Let me guess. All right, let me guess. So at 13, or this is later on?
No. After this is later on, like when I decided to fully go forth as an adult, as a young adult, 18, 19, 20. Boom.
You moved to Atlanta, of course.
Moved to Atlanta, y'all know. Yes, I moved to Atlanta, and it was so interesting because it was around the time of like lean with it, rock with it. I don't want to tell my age, y'all, but you know, it was around that time. So it was popping. Ludacris had just popped off. He had just did. I can't remember I remember the name, but I'm not gonna say it. But all of his songs, you know, he throw them bows and all of that, and it was just so exciting. So I actually came to get an internship with Brian Michael Cox, who is a producer at the infamous Doppler Studios. Huge.
So I'm sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
How did you hear about this internship?
It's actually a connection through a family member.
Oh, okay.
Was friends with someone who worked in his camp.
Got you.
And so they actually kind of tried to slide me in there. But that's not how it turned out, actually.
Okay.
So when I came down, I tried to be an intern for them, and they were basically like, nah, we good. I was like,
what?
What? But I did get an internship at the actual studio.
Okay.
He was renting out a spot at the studio.
Okay, got it.
So that was even better because, I mean, it was awesome. The encounters that I had, the fun times that I had with my coworkers and the engineers, and all the while at this point, I was already producing. I had a setup at home. I had my outboard gear. I had my Pro Tools. Everything was set up, and I was just trying to be prepared for anything to happen because at that time in Atlanta, anybody could pop off if you had the talent. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's still like that.
It is. It is. So I was able to work in the studio as an intern, and I did so well that they offered me a position at the front desk. So in my mind, it's racing, like, oh, this is it, because I have to let people in the building.
They have to see you.
They have to walk by me. I have to buzz in the lock to let them in. So I saw.
I'm sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I'm so sorry.
No, go ahead.
So
This is fun.
Okay, so you're an intern. So as an intern, what are you doing? Are you engineering? Are you producing? What are you doing as an intern?
As an intern, I'm doing intern stuff. So running around, going to different spots to get food for people, and see the way that this was set up at Doppler Studios, at least in the daytime, it was only for broadcasting. So like Cartoon Network, voiceovers, it was very corporate in the day. But soon as 7, 8 o'clock hit, it was off the chain. So so I was the one that was assisting the assistant engineers and doing whatever it is that they need me to do. They would teach me how to do the actual equipment, like the boards and stuff like that, and
EQs,
the SSL, all of that. Yeah,
reverb. Y'all don't know about that. Y'all don't know about that.
So I was doing that, and it was just really fun and interesting. And so they offered me a job there, like I said, at the front desk.
So what's going through your mind when they say, you know what, we want you to come on as an actual employee? You're going to get paid now.
Well, in my mind, I'm thinking my plan worked. It worked because I was just like talking about, straight A student. I was like, because I knew that you had to work hard and you had to show dedication. And so, I was on it, and I knew it was going to happen.
So where's the Holy Spirit at this point in time?
The Holy Spirit, at this time, I think I wasn't really, I don't want to say it was still there because I was praying to get into the industry. Right. That's what I wanted. Right. So I would say at that time, I felt like the Holy Spirit was with me. But as we know now, God doesn't deal in mess. And we're going to get to that later about the music industry, okay? I'm at the front desk. I'm letting people in, and I have some good stories for you, too. I got some good stories. All right,
go ahead.
So the first one I'm going to tell you is about your boy Ludacris. Luda, love him.
Don't tell me that bad. I don't want to ruin my childhood.
It wasn't. It's not bad. It's not bad per se.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
Okay.
So have you seen the movie Hustle and Flow?
Yeah.
Okay, so Luda, you know how in the movie Terrence Howard gave him the tape and he would work so hard on it and all of that. He gave him the tape and Luda,
was in the toilet.
Threw it, Yeah, that happened to me pretty much.
No.
So this is the way I had it set up. Y'all, I had it set up. So I had my MPC, which is a portable beat maker, at the front. I had my computer, I had my head, and it was all, I was really working on stuff, but it was also a part of my little plan. I wanted people to see me working and to be curious and to know. And so I saw him come in, and we had been, he booked out the studio for a month or something like that because he was working on his second album. And so basically they were having producers come in and audition and play their stuff. And I was like, this is it. So I took about 2 or 3 days and I had the perfect record for him. When I tell you, the beat was so fire, I could probably still play the beat now, and you will be like, yo, this is fire. I even sample his voice and put it on there to make it go with the beat. So I was like, he's not saying no. Right. He's not saying no. So here he comes. He's walking up. I pressed the button. And I was, before he walked up, I was like, how should I do this? Should I give it to him on the way in? So that way he can go in and listen to it on the big speakers. I'm thinking he's going to listen to it, Or should I give it to him on the way out so he can listen to it in the car? So I said, you know what? Maybe it was pride because I was like, yeah, he's going to listen to it on the big speakers and it's going to be pumping. They're going to call me back. You make this stuff in your mind. So I gave it to him on the way in. And y'all know what he did. He took my, oh man, I love your hustle, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, man, do you know my friend that was engineering the session told me he came in and threw it in the pile and just went on about his business. Started talking to other people, went on about his business. And I was like, he didn't listen to it or even nothing. He was like, he threw it in a pile of 1,000 CDs. It's lost forever. So that was kind of funny because it kind of played out from the movie, but it just goes to show you how people are in the music industry. It's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
A lot of Hollywood talk, like Akon. I have to put him out there because he was really hot at the moment. And he booked the studio out also for a long amount of time. And every time he would come in, oh, what you doing? Oh, you got them beats. You're going to have to let me hear something. You're going to have to. So he said this for about a week. I said, oh, he about to hear something. So I got my everything together, what I wanted him to hear and all of this. And he comes in and I got to hear. I said, oh, Studio A is ready. My friend, the same engineer who told me about the PAL, he said, yeah, I'm going to set it up. I got it in the CD player. Whenever you're ready, we're going in the best studio, and I'm going to play it on the best speakers. We went in there. Really, you ready? I said, come on, let's go. It's ready. We go into the studio, and when I tell you, the door's open. When I tell you it was knocking, it sounded so good that people from other studios and his homeboys and stuff, hey, yo, who is that? That's you? I was like, I was, yeah, he's all into it, adjusting stuff that don't even need to be adjusted because it's on the CD player. And I'm like, okay. So he's like, yeah, give me your information, Nothing.
What? Nothing at all. Did he give you feedback at least?
He said it was dope and that he wanted to work with me. Like, yo, yeah, let me hold the CD. And I know nothing. So I'm just like, Lord, Holy Spirit, where are you? I'm trying and even before the whole Atlanta thing, I had been put in so many positions and it's like no matter the talents, I'm like, Lord, the talent is there. The effort is there. The professionalism, everything is there, but no doors are opening. So speed up so he doesn't say anything. And I'm just like a little bummed out because I'm like, I envisioned at this point, I have a relationship with God, but I'm also on this the secret. I learned about the secret and the manifesting and the speaking it into, and it's seeming like it's happening. Right. Okay, it's happening. Ludacris with Akon, but nothing's come of it until Maya walked through the door.
Shout out to Maya.
She's beautiful. Yeah, she still looks amazing. Yeah. So Maya comes in, and she was also working there for a good amount of time. And she was working on her album called Liberation. So she was working with Polo the Don. Have you heard of Polo?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you produce a
Rich boy?
Yeah. Oh, you know. Okay. So, so he was working with her, and then Sylvia Rohn, she was the president of Motown, I believe she was on Motown. So they came, and they were, orchestrating everything. And one day she walked up and she's like, what you doing? I said, oh, I'm a producer. I make it. She said, oh, really? That's dope. And we got to talking, and we're both from the DMV. Okay. You know what I'm saying?
So we got
connection. So we started talking. She was like, let me hear something. And I played it, and she was like, you did this? I was like, yeah, I did this. She was like, yo, give me your information. In my head, I'm like,
here we go again.
You just want my information. But she hit me up. She had an idea for a record that she wanted to do on Liberation. And she brought me the idea. It was called Give a Chick a Hand. And she brought me the idea, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. She said, so can you just put it together? I was like, yeah. So at this point, I could write, I could sing and demo it out, I could do the beat. I'm an engineer, so I could engineer the beat. I just did everything. Yeah. And when she heard it, she loved it. She made some little minor tweaks to it, but she loved it. And we worked and got it on the album. Wow. Now at this moment, I'm like, I'm about to blow. I'm excited. You think of all the moments when you want to make it, and it's like, oh, it's finally manifesting. All of this stuff is working. It's coming true. I woke up one morning. And one of my friends, it was another female producer at the time, she was like, have you heard about Liberation? I was like, it's #1. She was like, no. They just dropped it in Japan. What is it called when they drop it early and they're not supposed to? It was like they leaked it. They leaked the whole album. Dang. In Japan. I don't know. I kind of feel like it was I think this was her last album she had to do or something to get out of her contract. So I don't know if that was it. Right. But I was like, man. And her first song that she came out with was not mine, but it's cool. But I was, and not only did it get leaked, Taurus, they spelt my name wrong.
What?
On it.
Oh my gosh.
They spelled my name. And even
They supposed to double and triple check that kind of stuff.
At the time, before I was married, I was going by Paula P. Just P, period. So easy, right? Yeah. They put Paula Pete. I was like, who is Paula Pete?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. So I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, Lord, this was supposed to be it. What is going on? So, so you want to know even the worst? That wasn't even the worst part, though. You want to hear the worst part?
What's the worst part?
They never paid me.
What?
They never paid me.
They never paid you?
They never paid.
No royalties, nothing?
Well, what royalties did it have if it was leaked and it didn't really come out? And not only that, it's not even about, it's about royalties because you put your hard work into it. Yeah. But where's my upfront money? I was supposed to get my money up front.
Right. Nothing?
And I wrote the record. I did the harmony, I created everything on that record. She did a little bit. I can't take away. But to be honest with you, I did about 95% of the record.
Wow.
And I didn't have anything to show for it. So at this time in my walk with the Lord, because this is a testimony as well as my story, at this I was in the gutter. Yeah, I was beat down. I
could imagine being very discouraged after all of those three, because you're so close, but it's just like not getting over that hump.
Yeah.
So I can imagine you feeling like your efforts are all for naught because you're so close.
I was, and not just that. I think it was just I bounced back because I ended up working with a local artist and said, well, I'm going to create my own label. I created my own label. Mm-hmm. I got a really good artist, a pop artist, and she had everything. Mm-hmm. She had all the ingredients because she was Caucasian, but she had an edge to her. She had a different look about her. She could go hip hop, but she was pop, and we were vibing. And then she did me dirty.
What?
Yes.
Your own artist?
My own signed artist did me dirty. Somebody at Doppler Studios. I was taking her around the studio with me and stuff.
Oh, okay. Dang.
A guy liked her and was making her all of these empty promises. And the rule was we don't do nothing. If anything I learned from the leaked music with Maya is don't put out the music. We're going to try to really do something with this, with the connections that I still had. Because I still had some connections, I'm still working at the studio, so I've still got connections. So I'm like, listen, do you know I tricked her into I kind of tricked her because I found out that she was giving music to him, our music.
Wow.
To him to I don't know what he was doing with it.
Yeah, okay.
But I got him. That was the Holy Spirit. See, I was like, so yeah, have you been giving our music? Now I didn't know at all at this time. I just was seeing. Have you been giving our music to? Oh well, I was like, got you. So that didn't go too far, but it was another knock.
Yeah.
So then I said, well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to be an artist. And then I tried. And it just seemed like at every corner, every time I turned around, nothing was working. But it was a reason why.
Yeah. Before you get on to the next part, I just want to say that the music industry can be very, very ruthless. And as you see, a lot of artists run into that because, I was in music too as well. Yeah. It's like, you want things to happen like this, and sometimes it happens like that, but rarely, probably 0.5% of the time does it happen like that.
Yeah.
And at some point, the artists who kind of understand, they either give up or they pivot into something else. So at least you pivoted into trying something else. You went with your own label. You went with trying to sign an artist and develop an artist. So you gave it everything you had. I mean, I think that there's some honor in that, and I think that you should definitely, give yourself some props, because I know that was difficult.
Well, I wouldn't be who I am today without those experiences and how it parlayed into what I'm doing now. Mm-hmm. I do want to go back to what you said about the music industry is ruthless.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would just want to say this to everybody out there who has been following this Diddy stuff, who has been seeing this documentary, all of this, y'all, I knew this 16 years ago. When I used to work at Doppler, I kept saying, let's fast forward to now, I kept saying, Gene Deal, which is the bodyguard that's spilling all the tea. I was like, he looks so familiar. How do I know him? What? Yeah. 16 years ago, that's who was in the studio talking to all of us about all of this stuff that Diddy has done.
Back then?
Back then. Wow. I knew back then, like, what the world is going on? And I used to try to tell people, like, did you know that? Nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe. So when this stuff has started to come out about Diddy, I've been knowing this. I've been knowing this. People talk in the industry, and it's ruthless. And by me not making it, now I can truly I just thank God. I truly thank God, because as a woman in the industry, we look at Cassie, young woman trying to get on, and look what she fell into. It's just so many examples of that.
Right.
And God's faithfulness to me, he didn't want me going down that road. Because it was at one point, you get so down, like we were saying, you get a little desperate. You know, and that desperation is what leads these ladies into these situations. So it was such a blessing. Now, you know, you look like, oh, you didn't make it, so now you saying, you didn't make it, so now you saying it was a blessing. No, truly. Just look at the music industry. Just look at what's going on, the spiritual aspect of it. And this person is a warlock, and Skrilla 6'7" is a warlock, and Beyonce is a witch, and all of this stuff. And people don't believe that. You know, I know it can get a little deep. I don't know how deep you want to go, but the spiritual realm is real.
Yeah, for sure.
I've witnessed it. So I don't know where you want to go from here, because from there I kind of transition on out.
Yeah, so I'm interested in this Gene Deal thing. So he was at the studio, I guess Diddy coming through or something?
No, at this point I don't know if he was else. Yeah, he might have been with somebody else. But we were a family in Doppler Studios. So we would, you know, in between sessions or while a session was going on, we would sit in the front, and they had, like, you know, chairs, and you had the front desk, and we would just laugh and crack up. Right. And he started telling us this, and he was like, yo, man, the stuff Diddy had did to get Bad Boy, we were like, what? You know Clive Davis? We were like, yeah. He was like, yeah.
No. Yeah. See, that kind of stuff, it's like, I think, you know, we hear so much stuff about these people, and you don't really know what to believe. But it's almost like you don't want to believe it because it's like these people are doing such amazing things in life, and it's like you look at the accomplishments, but it's almost like you have to look beyond that.
They're people.
They're people. Because it's like, I still don't want to believe that stuff about Michael Jackson. But it's still, people have been saying it for so long, it's almost like, I kind of gotta take it with some grain of salt.
Man, I do. You know, sometimes the things that you least expect, because we idolize. So many people idolize these people in the music industry and put them on this pedestal, but you don't get to the top like that. They're without some sacrifice, without some spiritual stuff. There are millions of people who are so gifted. How do you come with this little... You have to do some serious stuff, and it ain't good to get to the top. You just don't end up on the top. So, you know, he just would tell us about this stuff. And I didn't want to believe it either until, about 6 years ago, Clive Davis came out and said that he was bisexual or something. He had a boyfriend or something. And I was like, whatever is done in the dark will come to the light. Yeah. It definitely will. So
did you ever directly witness anything unusual when you were either in the studio or where you were hanging around? You don't have to go into too much detail, but
yeah, I don't want to put people's business out there, but yeah, I'll say it like this: you picked up a lot of vibes. A lot of weird vibes, like people are people, right? I've always looked at people like that. I've been excited to be around people, but haven't put people on a pedestal. But you have people that just be acting weird, like paranoid. Like that's another thing. Yeah. Who was it? I don't know if it was Chris. No, it wasn't Chris Brown. It might have been Usher. they just were acting like, and I understand like the mentality that you have to have. Like people are always, you're famous, so everybody knows who you are. So, but it's just the weird. I don't know. It's just the vibe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, what was the moment when you realized, you know what, I'm done with this. I'm done with music. I need to go on to greener pastures.
Well, you know, as a woman, your cutout date. It's like, you don't get a long time unless you make it when you 21. Like I would say you need to be making it around maybe 26, 27, 28. So, it didn't happen. And I would say my last straw would have been, well, technically it was the Maya, but it wasn't because I didn't give up. But it just kind of gradually just kind of went into life. We got bills. Yeah, I'm still making these records and I'm still working on stuff, but it's not going anywhere. Right. So you have to be able to pivot and you have to be able to pray and ask God to lead you in a different direction. So that's pretty much. So it's like gradual. It wasn't just one thing. I was really hurt after the Maya thing.
Right. Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. So how did fragrance come into the picture?
I would have to, if I'm going to talk about fragrance, I would have to go back to COVID.
Okay.
So 2020. So basically I transitioned into just working regular jobs and, paying bills. I got married, regular life, And 2019, I was working at a law firm. So I was a case assistant and I really liked the job. And I say middle of 2019. So here comes March of 2020. I'm creating friendships at the job. Everything is going well. Then we have the shutdown, COVID. And at this point, it just got so bad, just like so many other people. It was just depressing. They actually fired like 95% of the people working at the law firm.
Dang, really?
But they did it like a week ahead of the shutdown. I know they knew something. I strongly feel like they knew that something was coming down the pipe. So I just got into this. I just got down to my lowest of my lowest. I didn't make it, and my job, this and that, and just like all of us, it was depressing being in the house and you just couldn't work. It was just really bad times. So I reached out to God and I said, God, I can't do this on my own by myself. Every time I've tried to do it my way, I've tried to make it my way and work hard and there's nothing else I can do. I'm at the lowest of the low. My life is in your hands. And I think that's where things started to change. From that point, time progressed. We started to recover. We started getting employed again if we lost our jobs, all of that. But for some reason, I don't know what was up with my algorithm, but it just kept coming back to fragrance. And I've always loved fragrance. I was a little girl that would be spraying myself down around the house, right? With a long cape on. I don't know who I thought I was. Diana Ross, I don't know. I just knew I was it.
Very demure.
Yeah, very demure. Okay. And so I just knew it was going to be fragrance. I'm the type of person, though, I don't know where I get this confidence from. I'm very grateful. But whenever I want to do something, I just jump into it head first. And then if I fall and break my ankle, I just patch it on up and keep it moving, And so, I've done movie scripts like that. I've never done a script. And in COVID, I was like, I'm going to write a movie script. I researched it. I learned on YouTube University, and I wrote a whole script. Wow. And then I was like, oh, okay, well, what I'm going to do with it? I don't know. I'll just put it aside in case, something happens. Yeah, one day.
We'll shoot a movie one day.
Yeah, but that's how I got into fragrance. So why can't I make a fragrance? I love fragrance. So it took me 2 years. I did my research. I did trial and error. I did my YouTube University. The online stuff, whatever I could do. Right. And then I came up with some amazing fragrance. My first fragrance is called Small Batch No. 1, which is a gender neutral, so men or women can make it, can wear it, yeah. And I think God was leading me into fragrance because of the synchronicity between fragrance and music, because I believe God still wanted me to have that excitement that I had making music. You think about fragrance. Right. You have bass notes, you have middle notes, and you have top notes. and you want to harmonize them and bring them together to create a masterpiece, right? What is being a producer?
Same thing. Same exact thing.
Same thing. So I'm just very grateful for that. But he just kept pushing me in that direction. So I said, I'm going to try it out. 2 years in, I launched after that 2 years, just boots on the ground, like they said, like the song. You know, I'm on boots on the ground, markets.
Right.
Just any opportunity I could get to put myself out there as the Gallery Del Rey, you know, and what we have. So it grew from fragrances to shea butter body creams, very luxurious and luscious and dense creams, and also body scrubs and bath bombs and candles, because my vision for the Gallery Del Rey is not just fragrance.
Right. It's a whole line of products.
It's a whole line of products. Like I'm thinking in the future.
Right.
I wanna get into home decor one day. Have a whole thing, self-care line, home decor.
Some potpourri.
It's a hey, what you know about potpourri?
I don't know.
Okay.
I just know the word.
Yeah, but you know that, kitchenware. You know, I want this to be an enterprise.
Gotcha.
And the only way it's gonna be an enterprise is, I said this to myself, the only way it's going to be an enterprise is if I do it with God. I wanted to create products that people can trust in. Not only do we have products out here, I don't know if you know, Taurus, I don't know if y'all know, but there are companies, top-notch companies, Balenciaga, that pray over their products. And they're not praying to God.
Oh, God.
They actually are putting spells and stuff over. Listen, I watched this podcast a couple months ago. This guy who was in the music industry said that they actually take the masters and they took them back in the back room and did some ritual stuff over it. So they're doing this over products. I wanted my product to be a product that people can trust and say, you know what, whether you're a believer or you're not a believer, this is a product that I can trust and at least know that the person that is making it is trying to bless me.
Right.
It's going to be a blessing. It's not going to be a hindrance, you know, and I wanted to make a quality product. So I would say that's been kind of like my motto. A product that you can trust, especially for believers, but for not believers. It's coming from an amazing place because I'm doing this business with God.
Hey, there we go. So you brought some fragrances with you. You brought a few different, beautiful looking bottles. Who came up with the design on the bottles? Is that what you? That was you?
I did. I did. You know.
So tell me what I'm looking at here.
So what you're looking at, we have 2 women's fragrances. We have Del Rey Majestic, which is going to be, I like to call this one like fun, flirty, it's fruity. It has some flowery notes as well, cotton candy notes. This is very, let's go out to day brunch, girls. Let's go have fun together. Let's talk it up. And that's the attitude that I feel like that portrays it through a scent.
Okay. And what are the notes in that one?
The notes, you're going to get some peach. You're going to get some cherry. You're going to get cotton candy. You're also going to have some sophisticated woodsy notes under there. Some sandalwood, a little amber as well. And then it finishes with a nice powdery finish. So it's going to be soft, but it's going to be on you. Okay. Yes, with our fragrances, it's an eau de parfum. So the eau de parfum is here, and extrait is here. I don't know, have you heard of that? Do you know? So extrait is the most powerful perfume, I would say, that you can do because you use 25 to 30% fragrance oil in it. So that's that lingering, that's that baccarat, you know, that's that. We use 23 to 24%. So we're right underneath it, you know, which helps with the pricing, y'all. So it's going to be a little less. You're not going to pay $500, $600, $200 for our product. We're starting off, we're on the south side, and we like to cater to people and their budget, you know. Sure. Not everybody can afford
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Yeah, so that would be Majestic.
Majestic.
Yes, Majestic.
Beautiful bottle, and the color is there too.
Yeah,
like a nice
vibrant color.
Yeah,
to
vibrant
it.
color.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Majestic.
Yes.
That's for the brunch, you said.
Yes, that's ladies' day out.
All right.
This one that you're holding is called Baked in Heaven.
Okay.
And it truly smells baked in heaven. It's been a fan favorite. This is more, I like to call this one like sophisticated. We're going out to eat tonight. I'm going out with my husband. I'm looking good. I got my little Rona sexy on going on. And the notes in that, I would say you're going to get for sure some vanilla, some marshmallow. It is a gourmand. You're going to get also some like sweet notes. You're going to get a little bit of just a touch of wood, but you're going to get that powdery note in it as well. It's just really nice. Sandalwood. Oh yeah, sandalwood. Sandalwood is in that one. Yes.
That is baked in
heaven. Yes.
Okay. All right.
The ladies love that one. And then our gender neutral, which was our first one, is this one here.
Okay.
That one is small batch number 1. You're going to get top notes of ginger. You're going to have some amber in there as well. You're going to get a powdery finish. You're also going to get some amber oud in there. It goes either way. I wear it. My husband wears it. It's a really nice everyday scent. That's the everyday scent.
Okay, got you.
And then we have Kahari. And Kahari,
I like that name.
Yeah, thank you. Kahari means kingly. And another thing I want you to take note of, Del Rey, it means the king. And there is only one king. And that is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Got to throw him up in the mix real quick.
Amen.
But Kahari means kingly. And with Kahari, you're going to get I would say, it's very clean. Okay. So you're going to get some aquatic notes. You're going to get a little bit of salt, a little bit of sage. Not so much woodsy, but maybe I'd say just a teeny bit. But it's very, very clean. Straight out the shower. That's what I call that.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Those look.
Oh, I also want to let the people know that if you're watching this interview and you're into it and you love it, I got something for you. I have a discount code.
Oh, we love discounts.
We love discounts. Ooh, we love them. So if you decide to purchase with me, we will have the discount code, and it's going to be Taurus, so TORIS, and Del Rey, DELRAY 10, because you're going to get a 10% discount.
What?
Yeah. That's how we doing it,
10%.
Yes.
I might have to hop on that.
You might have to hop on it. Oh, and I want to let the people know that these are the 50 milliliter size, but we do have travel size as well. We have we have gift boxes, y'all. This one right here, I believe, is Majestic. Inside, you'll get the Majestic body cream. You'll get the Majestic 50 milliliter, and you'll also get a travel size. So please check it out on the website, which happens to be www.thegallerydelray.com. I don't know why I got
I know
thegallerydelray.com. Yeah.
Thegallerydelray.com.
Yeah.
I know where everybody's getting for Christmas.
Yeah,
I
love it.
So yeah, that's amazing. So
Thank you.
which of these have been the biggest hit, you think? Which ones are the favorites?
It's really hard. I say between Majestic and also Baked in Heaven.
Okay.
But it just really depends on what the person wants to smell like or likes. Some people like fruity, some people don't like so much fruity. Some people like gourmand, and so it just depends on what they like. I would say between those two though.
Okay, all right. And what's next for Del Rey? What else are we looking at? We having more products, more fragrances on the way?
More fragrances probably, I want to say spring of next year.
Okay. Nice.
Right now we're in the fourth quarter. I take that last shot. Right. We're in the fourth quarter, so we're dealing with Christmas and a lot of orders in that sense. So I would say new fragrances in the spring. Maybe some more products as well. I know we have a good body scrub right now too. Oh. I do want to say this though. We all want to be successful, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
We all want the big bucks, and for me, for a long time, I wanted the riches and the fame, and I wanted my music to come out, right? And of course, with my fragrance line, I want my fragrance line to blow up. Who doesn't? Yeah. That's the whole end goal, right? But it's not. Because for me, the end goal is bigger than a fragrance line. It's bigger than a podcast. It's bigger than either one of us, right? For me, it's bringing people into the kingdom of God. You know, life is so short and it's fleeting. Yeah. We all have to go one day. We all have to go one day. But what's really important is what's going to happen after. What I care about people, I want through my product, I want to bring people to the kingdom. That's what's important to me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is great, but my message is my testimony. I want people to know that Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and I just want to bring people to God and let them know that they have a product that they can trust in.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Thank you.
Now, we have talked about some deep stuff on this episode.
I hope I scare you.
No. Yeah, a lot of heartache, a lot of difficult times. Yeah. So I kind of want to lighten it up a little bit.
Let's lighten it up. What we gonna do?
All right. So I'm gonna ask you some fun questions. You know, some this or that kind of stuff, some unserious stuff, just to lighten the mood a little bit. All right. Sure. All right.
What we gonna do?
All right. So these are core scent profiles, and I want you to tell me which one you're going with or which one you like the most, all right?
Okay, let's do it.
So the gourmand or the woody scent profile?
This is so hard. You know what? I'll have to go with woodsy.
Okay.
I love woodsy. It's something about, I don't know if you've noticed, but I know on the south side, they are cutting down a lot of the trees by the ramps. I know this seems random, but I'm going somewhere with it. So they're cutting down all these trees, and every time, like with my window down, I'm smelling that pine and smelling that wood. It just smells so amazing to me. It's something, I love my gourmand, but I would have to go with woodsy.
Okay. All right. Amber or musk?
Amber all day.
Really? Okay.
I love amber.
All right, patchouli or vetiver?
Vetiver. Absolutely not patchouli, vetiver. Okay. I actually make my own vetiver absolute. Patchouli? Have you smelled patchouli?
I probably have, but I just didn't know what it was.
Man, you probably don't want to.
No bueno?
It's very musky.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, oud or sandalwood?
Sandalwood for sure.
Okay. Citrus top notes or spicy top notes?
I say citrus.
Citrus?
Clean.
Okay. All right. White florals or dark florals?
White florals.
Really?
I love a good jasmine, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Powdery finish or smoky finish?
Powdery. I tried a smoky. I was having some fun and playing around. Man, it was like smoke funk.
Really?
Yes, I did not like it.
I guess you gotta have
I might have used, the proportions might have been off.
Yeah, you gotta have a technique with it.
Yeah.
All right, floral or fruity? Fruity. Yeah. Okay, all right. Oil-based fragrances or alcohol-based perfumes?
Combination.
Combination. Okay. All right. Body butter or body oil?
Neither. Body cream.
What's the difference?
The best body cream, y'all. Okay. Body butter. Mm-hmm. Have you used body butter?
Yes.
Body butter will have you doing the slip and slide down the hallway.
Okay.
It lays on top. I like it for my feet. Okay. But that's it.
Okay.
Body cream. This is the reason why we chose to do body cream. So we still use like shea butter and all of these different decadent oils, but we use emulsifiers and stuff in it to make it go into the skin, so that it gives you like a soft glow rather than a greasiness. Yeah. So yeah, I would say cream. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Subtle scent or walk in the room and take over scent?
I would say somewhere in between, but if I had to choose, I would say subtle. And the only reason why I say subtle is because there are a lot of people out there who can't take fragrance. And and my mom is one of them.
Yeah.
My mom, man, I don't know what happened, but my mom does not like fragrance at all.
Really?
So not really. Yeah, she's allergic. So yeah.
Wow. All right. Cocoa butter base or shea butter base? I know you just talked about that, but
shea butter, baby. Yep.
All right. Single note simplicity or complex layering?
Complex layering. Oh.
How do you layer fragrance?
So, like I said, base note, middle note, and top note. So you have fragrances, fragrance oils, and fragrance ingredients that are characterized by that. Okay. So, for example, if you want, let's say we're doing a gourmand, right? You want a nice base note, you can do vanilla. Vanilla's a base note.
Okay.
Tonka bean. Those are nice, heavy base notes, right? So then you could say, okay, well, what do I want in the middle? So in the middle, I could do a little jasmine or a little, something that's going to classify as a middle note, one of those fragrances. And then you kind of play with it to see, okay, what overall do I want this to smell like?
Right.
So if I want this to smell nice and vanilla, then I'm going to put less of this, a little more of that. So that's basically how you would do that.
So is your formula, like, is it methodical or is it kind of, you're playing around, not playing around with the proportions, but it's more of an intuition? Or is it more calculated?
Well, it's a little bit of both, actually. Like, I'll have a direction of where I want to go, what I want the scent to smell like. But sometimes you do have to play with it. You have to play with the exact amounts of milliliters. You have to weigh stuff to make sure you have that consistency every time. And you just have to, for me, I like to play with it. And when I may have, like, let's say I do a fragrance, right? I'll have about 3 to 4 different versions of it.
Okay.
And then I'll smell it and get my coffee beans and then ask my husband, ask people around, what do you like? And then the one that is the best is the one that I choose.
Got it. Okay. So do you come up with the name for the fragrance first, or do you do the experimenting first and then come up with the name?
Oh, okay. Let me think. How did I do? I think I came up with the fragrance first.
Okay.
And then came up with the name. Yeah.
Yeah, baked in heaven. I'm like, okay, all right now.
Hey, but guess what? You want to hear the real gotcha?
What's that?
So where are we all baked at? We're baked in heaven.
Really?
Because God said that He knew us before we came.
Okay, got it.
So we're baked in heaven. The King Del Rey, the King baked in heaven. The King is majestic. The King is kingly, Kahari. We try to tie it in. Small batch number 1, I just said we just gonna name that the first time. We just gonna come up with something with that one. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Raw, unrefined ingredients or refined, smooth ingredients?
I like to take the raw, unrefined, and make them smooth.
Make it smooth.
Yeah, there's certain things that you can do to the raw and undefined ingredients. To, like, for example, you can take vanilla beans, right?
Yeah.
Raw, unrefined, uncut. You can take them and you can make a vanilla absolute.
Okay.
So you take the vanilla beans and it's kind of like a similar process of making natural vanilla bean extract.
Okay, got it.
So you take the vanilla beans, you put it in with the perfumer's alcohol, and you let all the juices, you let it sit there for a long time, and it becomes so smooth. And that's how I like to do both. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Last one.
Sure.
Cold process or melt and pour body products?
I like cold process.
Really?
Yeah. Melt and pour, well, that's what I do with my candles. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I like to do, but I do melt and pour too, and cold. Let me tell you, like with the shea butter, you saw my video, right? Yeah. You have to melt the shea butter first, and then you do all of that. But then you also solidify it again, and you whip it, and you do all of these. It's just a little bit of everything that I do. But I would say cold.
Cold process.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So the name of this show is Another 24, right?
Yeah.
And the reason why it's called Another 24 is because that's like the biggest blessing that we can get is another day.
Oh,
You
I
know,
love that.
another day to, chase your dreams, to fix a mistake, to right a wrong, to start a new path, or to, continue down the path that you're on.
Yeah.
So it's the one thing that everybody on the face of the planet can agree on. Like, we don't all agree on much, but we can all agree that Another 24 is something that we all cherish and all want, right?
Absolutely.
So there may be a young woman who is looking at everything that you're doing right now. Mm-hmm. She's heard your stories about the music industry. She may be lost. She may be having trouble. She may want to quit. You never know. But what are some words of encouragement that you would give somebody who walked down a similar path but is having trouble to help them keep going through their next 24? If you could, just look at that camera and give us about 30 seconds of words of wisdom for that young woman.
Okay. I would tell that young woman to go to God first. Ask him. Well, first of all, build a relationship with him and ask him, what is it that I should be doing? And he's going to guide you into the right direction. Sometimes we want to follow our own direction. We want to do the things that we want to do, and we're not God. The best thing that you can do is lay your life over to him and let him lead and guide you into the right direction. Because if you rocking with God and you flowing with God and you allowing him to take over what you got going on, it's going to be prosperous. It's going to work. It's not always going to be easy, but it's going to be an easier path if you're not listening to the Lord. So that's what I would say. I would say do that. I would say no matter what happens, no matter how discouraged you are, even if you're discriminated against. I didn't always, when I was in the music business, people shut doors on me because I was a woman producer. Don't let that phase you. Let your backbone be in the Word of God. Let your backbone be with God and your relationship with God, and everything is going to work out. Because, a lot of times we perish for lack of knowledge. We just don't know everything, but he does. So when you trust your life with him and trust in him, he got you. You on the right path.
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Now, last thing I want to do, if we can, is there any way I can test these out? Do we have?
Of course. I have testers.
Okay. Yeah.
Right
yeah,
here.
yeah,
Let me.
Just want to get a real time.
Yeah, real time. Let me just
smell
go
of
in
these
my
things.
goodie bag. See what I got roasting in here. Let me see. Okay, I got some testers here.
Oh, I don't wanna-
This here.
There we go.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
I just pull this off
So,
or twist it?
no, I got you right here.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we got. Let's start with Majestic.
All right.
So we got Majestic. I don't know, where can I spray? Over here?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. It's gonna be smelling so good in here, y'all.
This-
Okay, so that's
This
the
is the
Majestic.
Majestic I'm about
Yeah.
to test out right now.
Yeah.
Mmm.
Do you
Yeah, that's-
get all of those notes
Yeah.
though? You get the peach, the cherry, the wood. You get a little bit of sweet cotton candy, spun sugar in there.
Yeah, that tastes. Yeah,
That's
that
tough.
tastes. That smells very,
You look,
very
you said it
sweet.
tastes good. I know.
right?
It make you want to eat it, don't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have that.
Yeah, that's very sweet.
Thank
Very
you.
sweet.
And
Love
fruity,
that.
yes.
And fruity, yes.
Okay, so here we have Baked in Heaven.
All right, Baked in Heaven's
Yeah,
coming next, y'all. Baked in Heaven.
sophisticated.
Mmm.
Yeah. You get the marshmallow, the vanilla, the sandalwood.
Yeah, the vanilla. I definitely get the vanilla
Yeah.
and the wood too.
Yeah.
Man, that smells good.
Yeah.
It's for women, right?
Yeah, you got a lady, right?
Yeah, you might have to.
You might have a
get
little
couple
lady.
of these.
Yeah,
Get a couple
for
of
your
those.
mom or
Yeah.
somebody.
Whole fam.
Yeah,
Next,
there we go.
hey, these gonna be Christmas presents, birthday presents, Valentine's, all that.
Okay, so this one is the number one. That's the
The
men
original?
or women.
Okay.
The men or women.
Sophisticated.
Yes, very
Okay.
layered.
Yeah,
Very
I like
layered.
that. I like that.
So
I could wear this. I could rock this.
Yeah, my husband wears it. I wear, and let me tell y'all, the ladies be stopping my husband. I have to. We know it's good, y'all. We know it. Just back it up. We know.
All right, that's the number one.
Yeah, that's the number one. And then lastly, the
Love that one, love
Kahari.
that
Okay, so I think you'll like this. I could tell by what you let me smell earlier.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This one. So this is Kahari. This is the men's. If I can get it to spray. There we go. Let you smell that.
Kahari.
Yes, Kahari.
So this one is the Kahari I'm about to test next.
Clean.
Yes. Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah. I figured you would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, man, that smell like you just getting out of the shower.
Yeah,
like,
that's what I said. Clean and fresh. That's what I like. That's what I want to smell on my husband. Clean and fresh. I'm not, as you can see, I'm not too big on the super musky.
Right.
You know, I like a little musk, but not patchouli. Okay.
Yeah, I like that one. The
Good.
Kahari.
Yeah.
And it means what?
Kingly.
Kingly. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, that's a fitting name.
Yes,
Fitting.
yes, for the king. we make it for the kings too, y'all.
Right. Now, thank you so much, Paula, for
you.
coming and sharing your story. This
so
was an
appreciate it.
amazing conversation.
Thank you.
I'm just so proud of, what you've done, what you've accomplished.
Thank you.
Everything you've been through has led you to this point, and I just know you're going to continue to go further.
It's up.
Yeah.
But ain't that what they say? It's up.
It's up. Hey.
Clock that. All that little stuff they do.
Right.
Yeah.
So we will be supporting you every
Thank you
step
so
of the
much.
way. Is there anything you want to say to the people before we get out of here?
Yes. It's hard out here for Black businesses, y'all. We have to support each other. And if you are interested in a great quality product that's going to have you distinguishable, no one else is going to smell like you. Why? Because these are the Gallery Del Rey. There's not any other fragrances out here like these. So please just go to www.thegallerydelrey.com. Pick up your gift sets. It's a lovely Christmas present, and just spread the word, because we're spreading the word of this product, but we're also spreading the word of the Lord. Okay.
Amen. There it is.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So
and that was a great episode.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
That's a wrap.